Oh my god, the lighting. I'm not going to be using this. I don't know what's happening with this. I think it's in its end date because I've had it for a very long time. But hi, welcome to Leadership Energetics. I'm going to be using the natural lighting because the lighting today is on fire. Like, this is just the window lighting, okay? So if you've been watching me consistently, then you know that I have been going to martial arts and all of this good stuff. I've been going more consistently and upping the frequency that I attend the classes. And the reason I am going to be bringing this forward in this video is because I want to talk about how that has improved my leadership. Okay, so the thing with leadership is it's about being fearless, because it's a person who can move first, the person who can make the action first, the person who is the most self-aware in the moment, has the most advantage and ability to be able to move first, to be able to have clarity. So the game of leadership is an energy game, which essentially means how much clarity do you have in each moment, how much self-awareness do you have in each moment, and learning what it is for your individual being that will try to remove the clarity, will try to remove the self-awareness. Because when you're just lost in mind and thoughts and memories and you're talking to someone and you're thinking of all these things at the same time, your leadership isn't going to be on point. Your leadership will be on point when you're present and when you're clear on the direction and the vision. You're just focused on creating that, which is extremely, extremely powerful to be aware of. And even now I had a thought come up that was trying to pull my attention away from this video. My job as a leader is to bring that back. And so that means even when I'm around other people, sometimes their energy will try to get me to focus on what they're thinking, on what they're feeling. Not that I can't do that, but if it's pulling me, pulling my attention, and I allow it to pull my attention, then I've been sucked into their awareness instead of being in my awareness, and through being in my awareness, observing what they're thinking and feeling. There's a very different energetics there. And I have music playing in the background and I just fully didn't notice. Alexa, stop. That's the focus, that we're on point today. But also that does bring in, that's really important, to not just be focused on the vision, but be focused. I think this is a new thing that I've learned. Yeah, I know this is a new thing I've learned in leadership that has completely changed the game for me. But it does take a lot more energy. But it is the energetics that works for leadership really well, especially when you're around other leaders who might try to also lead, and then you're also leading. It's important to be aware of these things so that you can mark your position and lead other leaders, essentially. Because it's different when you're leading other leaders, when you're leading other followers, because they're also going to match you in that space. So they're going to call you to rise. They're going to keep asking you to be better and better and better, more focused, more aware, etc., etc. But essentially another thing is, the music was playing, but I was so focused on the vision that I wasn't aware of what was happening in the present, here and now. And because being aware of what's happening in the present, here and now, and I love that example came up, it allows you to be able to see what you need to change here and now so that you can actually be able to take the actions needed to get to your objective. Because you can't bypass where you are, your present moment. You have to acknowledge it so you can move through it and transcend it. And so that means you have to be aware, whatever space and time and whatever location you're in each moment you're leading, that's where your body, your being is. So it's important to be aware of what's happening that might affect your comfort level, your awareness, or the actual production of what you're making. So now that's not to be that you have to be perfect, because if I felt like I had to be perfect, or if leaders had to be perfect, I wouldn't even leave this in the video. I would restart and record again. But the reason I'm leaving this in the video and even using this as an example is because you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it right and be focused and self-aware and clear all the time to be a good leader. You just have to make sure that's your dominant state, because essentially you're a human being. You're not a robot, and you're not also going to lose points if you're not always on point. The thing people are looking for is, are you able to get the job done? Are you able to get the result? And are you competent? And are you somebody that I feel warmth, trust towards? These are the main things people are going to be looking for. So that means people are going to be looking for a connection with you. And genuine connections happen in the present moment, happen in you actually hearing what people are actually saying, by removing projections. And what's projections? Oh my goodness, this is one of the biggest lessons of my life. Love this so much. It's a game changer for leadership. And then after I say this, I'm going to end the video here because this is really powerful and I've just give you so much information. So a lot to process, and maybe rewatch it again and take notes, and maybe rewatch it a few times, like 3-4 times. So projection would be when you're feeling an emotion. Let's say you're feeling sad, and then you project that out into the world, and you're like, they're feeling sad. But this happens at an automatic level, a subconscious level, and then you might even start treating them as if they're sad. When they're not sad, you're sad. But this is a very basic example of what projection is, but projection can also be you see them doing something you would do, and in that situation it would be because you're feeling a certain way, so you project onto the same meaning when you're actually not seeing it for what it is, you're seeing it for what you are. And what is really important in leadership is to see it for what it is. So that's why I do cultivate a lot of silence within my communications. If you know me, you'll see me being like this a lot, or you might see me like holding on or taking a lot of pauses or looking around in the middle of communication. And I do that because I'm like resetting my thought process so that I can keep coming back to the moment, so I can keep bringing my attention to what the conversation actually is and what I'm actually feeling in relation to you, not in relation to what I think you're doing. That's when I get out of my mind and get back into my intuition, my body, my emotions, and that's where you connect with people through the energy exchange. Because energy doesn't lie, but the perception of energy does. That's why cultivating pauses and silence within your communication is key. Oh my god, such a good video. I will see you in the next one. Love you. Like, comment, please subscribe because I want to keep connected to you. And also, I genuinely mean it, like, engage, because the more that you tell me your opinion, your thoughts, how you're receiving information, the more I can make more videos that you'll enjoy in the future and get to know you on a personal level. So I will speak to you soon.